Here we are at the end. Golden Sun, chapter 51. Golden Sun. Why did I read this book? Man. So this is the ending y'all wanted me to see? So this is the ending y'all been hyping up, that y'all like, Golden Sun is just so much of a better book than Red Rising, and it really sets the tone for the rest of the book. What's setting the tone for the rest of the book? A red wedding? Right? What's setting the tone? A bloodbath? This chapter has two different tones. The first half is a celebration. Darrow's getting inaugurated with a laurel and a monument, and Augustus is like, be my son-in-law, be my adopted heir. He and Darrow go back and forth on ideologies. At some point, Darrow just kneels to him and says yes. All that stuff is cool. I want to talk about the second half of this shit, because what the fuck, Pierce Brown? So the second half is they're at a party. Darrow is supposed to receive a mask. Darrow is talking to Lorne, and I knew everything was about to go to shit because some pink brings Lorne a drink, and Darrow looks after the pink and says, something about that pink looks familiar and I can't place it. And I'm like, okay, this is what's happening. This is what we're doing here. Now we have spies and infiltration and some bullshit. So Roke is the one presenting the mask to Darrow. Roke walks up to Darrow, puts this white box in his hands, and puts his hand on the box before Darrow can open it, and says, you bloody fucking traitorous bitch. And everybody starts blasting. Pew, 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 pew. Adria starts blasting. Roke starts blasting. Antonia steps behind Victra, shoots Victra in her spine. Everybody's like, what's happening? Lorne is caught in a battle with that pink. Adrius goes in and goes, sorry, Lorne. Lorne is out. Victor's out. Roke is working with the Jackal. The Jackal is working with Aja, who just shows up. Aja works for the Sovereign. You know who else shows up? Cassius. Everybody knows that Darrow is a red. Jackal exchanges words with Augustus. He's like, father, blah, 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 blah. Augustus says, you're no son of mine. Jackal says, boom. All right. Oh, well. Aja was like, that wasn't according to plan. Jackal was like, fuck the plan. Boom. Everybody. Roke this entire time has pricked Darrow with the rings and to immobilize him so he can't speak, but he can see and register everything. I thought this entire time, oh, okay, cool. Fitchner and the Sons are going to come in and save them, right? We don't know where Severo is or Ragnar or Virginia, this entire party. They're not here. Thank God, Pierce Brown, for the setup. You know the chapter when Octavia and Darrow were playing Truth or Sting, when Fitchner brings in a white box, and I'm like, there's probably a head in that box, right? And it was Scorpion's. The head in the box was actually this white box. And you want to know whose head was in there? Fitchner's, with grapes in his mouth. And Adrius was like, you gave me that idea, Darrow, when you brought me that gift, and those Sons of Ares assaulted me at the estate a few weeks ago. And that's how the book ends. They take Darrow captive. Fitchner is gone. There's no head to Sons of Ares. His trusted people are nowhere to be seen, luckily, so they survive and can plan an escape in book 3. But that's how Golden Sun ends. I'm sweating. We're going to talk about my actual feelings of the entire book in a later video, but I'm sweating.